ChatGPT cannot write an essay. I know you're looking at the screen and thinking, I don't know, looks like an essay to me. Well, let's dive a little deeper, and not to give away the crux of the video, but things are not as they seem. If you tried to turn this in to your college professor, you should get a 0. Now, there are 2 reasons for this. The first reason is because there are many AI software tools out there that if you plug in these essays into, they can actually detect with pretty much 95 to 99% accuracy whether it was written by an AI. So chances are you wouldn't get away with it anyways. But even if they did, although of course, as you're seeing, ChatGPT can write beautifully and is pretty much indiscernible to the naked human eye in that way, there is something wrong about this essay that a human could never do. As is so often the case, the devil is in the details. As I said in my last video, ChatGPT is incredible at sounding human, but it's less incredible at providing reliable information. You see, something funny happens when you actually analyze the quotes in this article, and the validity of these quotes becomes a bit fuzzy. So let's double check it. All right, so we got our quote over there, and we look at the bottom, you see it referenced it beautifully. We're gonna take that, I'm gonna copy paste that into Google, and look at that. Okay, looks like the book is a real book. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna click on that, we're gonna do a little bit more digging into this quote. This little box in the left corner will allow me to search for key terms. What I'm going to do is I'm going to paste in the quote, and wouldn't you know it, nowhere in this book is this quote. So Skinner is real. The book that he wrote is real. The quote is not. The quote is made up. I don't know how else to say it. It's not here. Never happened. That could of course just be a coincidence, a small mistake. I asked it to do 3 citations so I could look into 3 different sources. So let's take a look at this next quote. This one is from Bandura. I'm going to highlight the quote, and then we're going to scroll to the bottom, and we're going to find where it came from. It said it came from Bandura's social learning theory. So we're going to do what we did with the last one. We're going to copy, paste that right into Google. Wouldn't you know it? Looks like the article exists. We're going to click on that, and we're going to do what we did with the last one in the search bar on the left side. We're going to go ahead and paste in our quote, and once again, it is fake. This quote does not exist. Bandura is real. The article from which they said it came from is real, but the quote is not. For whatever reason, ChatGPT has made up that part of the requirements, but let's check it one more time just to be sure. So let's go ahead and find our 3rd and final quote, and we're going to do it again what we did before. It is from these 2 theorists. We're going to take that, copy paste it, pop it into Google, see what we find. Once again, looks like the article exists. So it's pretty consistent in how it makes its mistake. The theorist is always correct. The article is a real article. Let's see if the quote this time will be accurate. We're going to go ahead and find that, and then we're going to copy paste that to make sure that I'm not making any mistakes. Then I'm going to go ahead and copy paste that into the search bar, and look at that, 0 results. Once again, the theorist is correct. The article or the book is real. The quote is not. And again, this keeps going back to what I was saying in my last video, that ChatGPT is great with dialogue. It's going to sound just like a person, but you cannot rely on this thing to be writing your essays, because you cannot rely on ChatGPT to give you and deliver on reliable information. It's going to sound like it's real, but it's not. ChatGPT cannot be relied upon for accurate information. Now, ChatGPT has been talked about and hyped by many for its potential ability to take over Google. But this and the previous video I did analyzing its ability to pull accurate information reveals the key difference between Google and ChatGPT. You see, when you ask ChatGPT a question, it tells you the answer. When you ask Google a question, however, it simply provides sources from which you must use your human intellect to decide what information you want to believe. Ultimately, it's up to you to decide what is information and what is misinformation. Google provides possibilities. ChatGPT provides singular answers, but when those answers are factually unreliable, it creates problems.